And you know what that means? It's time for Beach Break here on TBS. Excalibur's here, Tony Schiavone's here, and I'm Jim Ross. Thank you all for being with us, and what a hell of a start we're going to have. Let's take it down to Dapper Yapper.
Ladies and gentlemen, your opening contest is a ladder match for the undisputed TNT Championship. Introducing first, from Houston, Texas, weighing 195 pounds, he is the interim TNT champion, the Spanish God, Sammy Guevara. And his opponent, being accompanied by the enforcer, Arn Anderson, from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing 223 pounds, he is the TNT champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
It's not lost on any of us that Cody and Sammy had the very first match ever on Dynamite back in October in 2019, and it was a great match. And Cody won that one. And then he won the TNT Championship over Sammy Guevara about 2 months ago?
A month ago, yeah.
A month ago, yeah. So he holds a 2-0 record over Sammy Guevara.
Guevara has never been able to defeat Cody Rhodes in his career. If Sammy is able to do so tonight, not only will he defeat the American Nightmare, he will be crowned the undisputed TNT champion.
Guevara's been hot. He's 11-1 in his last 12 matches.
And that one, JR, is Cody Rhodes. Good show of sportsmanship to start things off between these two men, both champions.
I wouldn't get used to that great sportsmanship.
No, I like to see it.
Are this high.
Yeah, I like to see it, but you're right, JR. We've seen so many matches that have started out with a handshake and doesn't take long for it to get real.
Collar and elbow tie-up, center of the ring, neither man wanting to yield ground. Cody, though, with the strength and weight advantage, snatches the side headlock on Guevara.
Cody's got many advantages in this match, that size and strength, and his pure wrestling ability. And the Guevara's got a decided advantage in elusiveness and quickness.
Certainly does. Sammy backflips over, and the corkscrew dropkick. Guevara up to his feet.
Sammy is an incredible athlete, there's no question. And Cody doing a great job, I think, of slowing this down now. Sammy got a little momentum. Cody stayed on one knee.
And we see to the left of the screen the other intangible for Cody Rhodes, the enforcer, Arn Anderson, the man that helps Cody draw up the game plans for his opponents.
It apparently was very difficult keeping Cody focused for a period of time, but I think that's all behind him now.
It's understandable.
Yeah, I get it.
New child, young guy, a lot of pressure on him as an EVP of AEW.
And not only that, with his 2 television shows, Rhodes to the Top and Go Big Show. Cody trying to pick the ankle of Guevara. Guevara fighting for balance, pushes off, sends Cody into the corner. Both men separate.
The money for Sammy Guevara is to quicken the pace and maintain a quick pace if possible. Cody would be smart to start breaking down the legs or the lower back or both of his adversary here tonight.
The 5-ladder station on the rampway. The idea is to grab a ladder, go up and grab the belts. And if you do, you're the winner. And those belts are pretty darn high up here.
Yeah, high as I've ever seen, quite frankly.
Yeah, they're way up.
Cody takes the arm of Guevara. Hammer throw into the ropes, reversed. Sammy telegraphed it. Cody looking for that Tiger Driver. Guevara looking for GTH.
Well, see, there you go.
See, this is getting both guys out of their game.
What a night this is going to be. CM Punk is still to come here at Beach Break in
He's got a lot
Cleveland.
to say, Tony.
And a big trios match, Excalibur.
That's right, Chris Jericho, Santana Ortiz versus Daniel Garcia and 2.0, plus our main event, the unsanctioned lights out match, Adam Cole and freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy.
What a big night for our 3rd Beach Break. Here we go. Wasting no time. Bring in the ladder.
That's what it's all about, those rugged, tall ladders, and Cody sees that as well.
And Sammy Guevara had his hands down, holding on to that ladder. Cody just hit him with a clean shot across the jaw.
That was smart by Cody. Say what you want to about him. You like him, you don't, doesn't matter, but that was smart. Like you said, Excalibur, his hands were tied up. He took advantage of it.
And Cody
He's going to get a big one.
headed for one of those, the 10-footers, as both the interim TNT Championship and the TNT Championship hang above the ring. Oh, wait, Cody not thinking of climbing.
What's he doing here?
Well, he's looking to figure out a way to impact Sammy Guevara and hurt him.
Oh, but Guevara, big pump kick.
Now, Cody made a big mistake. Again, it turned his attention away from Guevara, thinking Guevara was down, enabling Guevara to get back up.
Cody coming away from that exchange with the chair in hand. I think Sammy saw it and knew he had to neutralize Cody quickly.
Sammy on Cody like sauce on ribs all over him.
But now Guevara and Rhodes
Oh, man, he came right back up on that.
over the barricade into the crowd. And they are fighting further away from the ring, further away from those titles.
This is what being a champion means. Throwing caution to the wind, doing anything it takes to win.
We've got such a great crowd here in Cleveland. Our return to the Wolstein Center for the first time in almost 2 years.
It's a great city, man.
Great attendance. A lot of fans here on a very cold night.
Great sports city. Cold. It's been cold all day.
And Cody Rhodes charging into Sammy and takes him over the barricade.
That's the size and strength advantage that Cody can utilize and maybe get into the promised land here tonight.
Oh, but Sammy!
A cutter. A cutter right over the barricade.
I'm not so sure Sammy got everything he wanted out of that cutter, but nonetheless, you see the results.
JR, Sammy hit his lower back on that. See?
Well, I think Sammy's lower back, the issue started when he was sent over the barricade, and that cutter couldn't have done any favors.
Right.
But Sammy Guevara headed up to the top of the ramp. He's going for one of those tall ladders. I think he wants...
Sammy certainly isn't superstitious. He walked right underneath that ladder.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
My grandma would run you out of the yard if you saw that.
But Cody Rhodes now just climbing over the barricade. I think Sammy's going to try to grab the titles before Cody can get back into the ring.
Good move.
Yeah,
Win the
why
match.
not?
Yeah, absolutely.
You're
Win
right,
the match.
Tony. You're right. Good move.
And do it quickly before... Here comes Cody.
Cody immediately comes to the ring, tries to pull the ladder out. Oh, that might have been a little low. Sammy Guevara, undaunted, floats over the top of Cody Rhodes. Cody, slipped for a moment.
Watch Sammy.
Those ladders are...
Weapon time.
Yeah, man.
Whoa!
You got to incapacitate your opponent because those ladders are so awkward and so heavy to position. It's not easy to get a ladder like that.
Sammy with his eyes on the titles hanging high above the ring.
There he goes. Sammy going up quickly. Not wasting any time.
Wow. That could have blown an E right there the way he hit.
Oh, but Guevara sends Cody face first into the ladder. Sammy,
Look here. Watch
climbing
out.
up once again. But Cody immediately grabbing the ankles of Sammy Guevara.
Uh-oh, trouble.
Cody certainly tuned in to what's going on, paying attention.
Sammy trying to fight off the shoulders of Cody. Both men collide heads.
The added element of a ladder and the title belts above the ring is such excitement. I mean, it just really brings out a different element into a wrestling match, and we really all enjoy it. You've seen many of them, JR.
Here we see Scorpio Sky and Dan Lambert.
I don't think Dan Lambert enjoys anything, to be honest with you.
I think he may enjoy seeing Cody Rhodes and Sammy Guevara tear each other apart here tonight.
Yeah, look at this, just trying to position the ladder.
Crowd really getting into this thing. That's the one great thing about coming to a live AEW event. The crowd is invested. They're emotionally invested.
The belts are on Cody's side now. Sammy cannot really reach these belts unless the ladder repositions. Cody just has to reach back here. There you see it. And I don't think he's trying to reach back here. Hell, he may try to suplex him off of this thing.
Oh, wait a second.
My God.
Look at this.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, my God.
Vertical suplex by Cody Rhodes.
The human anatomy just struck the canvas with amazing force.
Sammy Guevara was on the receiving end, but as you can see right here, it was not without a cost to Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, when you fall from those heights, both men are going to feel it, and you can see it, Excalibur.
The TNT Championship Unification match will continue in picture-in-picture. Don't go anywhere.
Wow, that brought everybody to their feet on that one, and Cody's bleeding from the mouth here.
He's lucky that's all he's bleeding from.
Yeah, you're right. Wow, man.
What a huge beach break event we have coming your way tonight. Look at Sammy Guevara. He's holding out the boot of Cody. Just desperation by Sammy Guevara.
You grab whatever you got that's handy and that can stop a climb. When you're stronger and you got that gift of leverage and in-ring awareness like Cody does, you take advantage of these moments. And that's just what he's done right there.
Oh, look at this. Now oh, man.
Just tipping the ladder over. Nothing artful about it, but it's still effective.
Dustin used to say, tipping the light fandango. And I think that's what we just saw there, little light fandango.
Yeah, some may boo Cody on that, but that's a damn good move, guys.
There's no disqualification, so
yeah.
if people are going to boo, then...
Yeah, well, throw the ladder on him, right? It's there.
Also to Cody's credit, it's the economy of movement. He's not wasting any energy.
Oh, man, there you go. I love the economy of movement. You're the man, Excalibur.
Woodshed.
Oh, he's going after the leg.
Yeah, how about that?
Smart. Makes it hard to climb, and some young fan here at ringside just got a great gift from Cody.
Sammy Guevara, though, not so much.
He's going to get a gift.
Cody lining Guevara up with the ladder. And, the shot to the midsection.
And it's hard to ascertain how much damage is being done outside the ring with this ladder and how the ladder is being utilized as a tag team partner, an offensive weapon, whatever you want to say.
And you can see the redness all over the back of Cody Rhodes. That's from the impact of that superplex off the ladder. Neither man coming away from that exchange unscathed, but Cody with the advantage right now. Sammy, don't count him out just yet, but Cody Rhodes delivers another huge elbow.
Never count out Sammy Guevara.
AEW Dynamite Beach Break back live here on TBS. Sammy Guevara, the interim TNT champion, and Cody Rhodes. Oh no!
Sammy dropped abdomen first, right across the ladder. You see the damage that it has inflicted on the interim champion.
Yeah, those hinges on that ladder, they've got to be cutting. They've got to be pinching.
They're not athletic friendly. I can promise you that.
To close out 2021, Cody Rhodes defeated Sammy Guevara to be crowned the TNT champion. Then Cody, not medically cleared to compete. Sammy had the interim match with Dustin Rhodes at Battle of the Belts earlier this month.
It's going to be a figure four through the ladder rungs. My God!
Shades of Bret Hart on the ring post outside the ring back in the day.
And here we see Cody Rhodes.
And it's legal Excalibur.
It absolutely is. Cody trying to neutralize, to take out the knees of Sammy Guevara to prevent Guevara from being able to climb the ladder. This is expert strategy by Cody Rhodes.
And I think this figure four is hurting the knees, but I think the ladder rungs are hurting somewhere else on Sammy there.
Cody showing that mean streak, that ability to accentuate his offense and prioritize what he's doing. Look at Sammy trying to get the circulation back in his left knee.
Cody Rhodes once again directing the ladder underneath the two TNT championships. Whoever pulls those titles down will be crowned the undisputed TNT champion
Oh, man.
That was a knife edge. It was more of a palm strike, perhaps, than anything else.
Sammy Guevara, his resilience is being tested here tonight. Another overhand chop.
Well, Sammy fired back up on that one. Then Cody said, all right, let's do it again. And that one drove him down to a knee.
Yeah, Sammy fired back up and Cody got chest to chest with him.
Oh, Sammy fires out of the corner.
This is why he got chest to chest. Keep some distance.
Sammy's explosivity coming into play. Shoulder to the midsection. Step up. Enziguri staggers Cody Rhodes out towards the center, but Cody grabbed that ladder. Sammy Guevara.
Sammy tried to get his hands up.
Yeah.
Saved his head and face. But I think it's too late for that.
Yeah, he was already committed to the move, JR, and nothing he could do about it. You're right.
Such a brutal way to kick off this special beach break edition of AEW Dynamite. Sammy.
Hell of an opener.
Yeah.
You got to wonder what's going to close the show. I can tell you. It's going to be Adam Cole and Orange Cassidy in a lights out match.
My God, a lights out match after this.
And there's a whole lot of great stuff in between as well. These ladders are tough to work with. They're inanimate objects.
Well, remember, that was the ladder that Cody suplexed Sammy on. The structural integrity is now questionable as Cody's finding out he's making the climb.
Sammy's going to have to... Sammy!
Oh, what a cutter! At least 10 feet, maybe 12. The cutter was perfectly executed. The fans here going crazy, and rightfully so.
What the hell just happened?
Look at this.
Sammy Guevara leapfrogs off the ladder to land the cutter on the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
And what it takes us is back to almost a starting place.
As we see Dan Lambert of American Top Team and Scorpio Sky looking on. Two highly interested parties in the outcome of this unification match.
Sammy trying to trap Cody under the ladder. Now's a good time, if Sammy's physically able, climb high, kid. Start climbing.
Yeah, Cody's got to be done.
Sammy. Oh, wait a second. Cody's not done. Oh!
Whoa. Oh, Sammy.
A nasty landing for Sammy Guevara.
Yeah, it was.
It was awkward. It was nasty. And we'll see how effective it was to Sammy Guevara. It's almost like hitting the reset button in this amazing contest.
You can see the toll this match has taken on both competitors.
You know, Cody was pinned under the ladder, but I think Sammy walked up the wrong side of the ladder. Had he walked up the right side with Cody underneath of it, Cody may not have been able to come out of that.
That's an excellent point, Tony. And Cody with the advantage, but Sammy close behind.
Guys, I'm digging this, buddy. This is a hell of a fight. Both men.
Ladder matches are so dangerous. They're also so unpredictable. So in other words, I don't think we've seen nothing yet.
He's going to try. That's a crossroads.
Crossroads off the ladder.
What a collision. What a destructive counter.
And watch the angle that Sammy Guevara comes down on. His head collides and then his body carries over.
Yeah.
If Sammy can recover from this, he may be able to go all the way and win this thing. But right now, Cody's got a distinct advantage if he could climb now and retrieve the championship.
Yeah, now's the moment, JR. You are right after that crossroads from the ladder.
And you can hear the enforcer, Arn Anderson, on the outside. He was just shouting, climb, climb.
Sammy Guevara in deep water, not moving. Cody in a weakened state trying to get to those belts. And there's Sammy.
Sammy somehow miraculously climbing the ladder. He's right on Cody's back.
Cody's got him.
Wait. Both men.
They're hanging.
Oh, Sammy drops. Cody's got the chance. Can he get it? No.
Well, that's what's so frustrating for these guys. They're back at square one. They just did hit the reset button.
You may want to wonder why Paul Turner pulled the ladder away. Well, I think it helped him, to be honest with you, because either man would have landed on a sharp ladder. That could have really cut into their skin.
And that's why we have two officials here at ringside for the protection of both of these athletes.
Yeah, smart. That was great booking by Tony Khan to get two refs out here. So many things can happen in a ladder match, and most of them are really, really bad.
Cody dragging Sammy Guevara across the diamond plate on top of those steel steps.
All right, we've
Go work on the legs again.
Yeah, Cody returning his focus, trying to incapacitate Sammy Guevara's knee.
If the legs get out of order,
Fuego del Sol is out.
Fuego's a close friend to both men.
well, so what? He's got no business out here.
No, he doesn't. And he shouldn't be in the ring.
Absolutely no business. Oh! Well, Fuego del Sol, that's what you get.
I don't think he'll be back for a while.
Yeah, he deserved
But
that.
Sammy flying in, got a boot to the midsection. Back body drop. Sends Cody Rhodes out to the floor. Sammy Guevara comes over that top with the tornillo. Cody Rhodes dazed on the outside. Sammy's got him up. GT!
Oh, my gosh. Whoa!
Oh, that shot right to the jaw has incapacitated, as you can see, Cody Rhodes. Sammy's got a chance now. The door is cracked. Go get you some, Sammy.
And, of course, there's another ladder under the ring.
It's ladder mania. It's everywhere. Ladders, ladders.
That ladder, as you can see to your right, is still positioned where Cody first grabbed the ladder.
God dang, how big is that ladder?
Oh. Now Guevara positioning Cody on top of that bridge ladder.
Look at those elbows right to the ear, the side of the head, jaw, the face.
And that's all after that GTH that jarred the skull of Cody Rhodes.
God, look at the size of this ladder.
That's 12-footer.
Well, and think about the last time we saw Sammy Guevara on a ladder like this back at Full Gear.
We're going to need a bigger boat.
Guevara positioning the ladder. He hit that senton off the ladder at Full Gear, looking perhaps to do the same thing again to Cody Rhodes here tonight.
Man, this is almost professional suicide. If Sammy's going to do what we think he might.
Absolute crazy. And it brings fans to their feet here in Cleveland again. They've been there most of the night. Yeah, you're right.
You are crazy, Sammy.
Absolutely you are. Don't do it, Sammy.
Sammy perched on the top of that ladder.
Don't do it.
No fear from Sammy Guevara.
Oh!
God, if that didn't break Cody in half, nothing will.
But the whiplash for Sammy Guevara as his body careened.
The impact. Boom! On the nice soft landing of a steel ladder.
It is hard to say who got the worst of that exchange.
It was not good for either. And Arn can't believe it, and neither can we. Yeah. Look at the bruises on Sammy's back.
Yeah, he's not following the servant.
Well, Sammy Guevara up to his feet, looking to take advantage of this opening.
Got a hell of a shot right now to do it. Cody can barely, look at the bruises on him, can barely pull himself up.
Man, this has been so physical. These guys look like they've been in multiple car crashes and have somehow survived, at least until now.
Here we go.
Sammy making the climb, but so is Cody Rhodes. Ooh, Sammy with the high ground, laying in a big elbow strike.
Both are putting everything on the line, trying to become the undisputed TNT champ. Cody had his hands on one of the belts.
Oh, but Sammy, just drove the belt to the head of Cody Rhodes.
Here's your break, Sammy.
That's his break. He better grab it. There, he's got it.
The front door is open.
He's got one.
Sammy has done it.
Our winner of this match and undisputed TNT champion, the Spanish God, Sammy Guevara.
Wow. Chip of the to both men. What an incredible opening bout here on TBS.
But Sammy Guevara climbs the ladder and unifies the TNT Championship here tonight.
Man, I don't think I could ask for a better opener on Dynamite than we just seen. Look at the scars, DNA that's been left on the bodies of these men from their physicality here.
Now, this is a match, the type of match that changes the careers of both competitors permanently.
These guys deserve amazing respect for what they just put their bodies through to unify the TNT Championship.
Sammy Guevara, usually such a daredevil, but the key to victory was elegant in its simplicity. Sammy Guevara is your TNT champion.
There is a beach in Cleveland. It's called Edgewater Beach, and I was summoned out there today in the cold weather by members of Team Taz. Take a look. Tonight, it's Beach Break on AEW Dynamite in Cleveland, and we are at Edgewater Beach where Ricky Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs wanted me to interview them. Guys, what's going on here? It's
Tony,
freezing.
Man up. Hey, Dante, every dog has its lucky day, right? So that win you got over me last time, just luck. So let's do this one more time. Powerhouse Hobbs versus Dante Martin.
Oh, okay.
Here's the deal. I'd like to give a special shout out to Jay Lethal. You had a week off. I hope you enjoyed it. Guess what? Ricky Starks was still putting in work. So don't think I forgot about that little challenge you issued to me. So how about this? Next week on Rampage is going to be me and you for the FTW Championship title in one place only. And that's going to be in Chicago because Absolute always wins.
And my hand's frozen to this microphone, by the way.
Oh, Lord, Tony.
It was cold as hell.
Yeah.
It's down in the single digits tonight. We're along the frozen Lake Erie, and speaking of Cleveland, here's the favorite son.
This next bout is a 2-on-1 handicap match. Simple one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Making his way to the ring from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing 267 pounds.
Wardlow telling the chairman to stay back. Wardlow's in his hometown. He's proud to be from Cleveland.
And if you remember a few weeks ago, Wardlow was moments away from the biggest win of his pro wrestling career. But MJF just couldn't resist. He instructed Wardlow to dish out more punishment, and it cost Wardlow the victory and his spot in the top 5.
Wardlow is a franchise builder in AEW, no doubt.
Elijah Dean and Shane Alexander.
Dean and Alexander in this handicap match. Both are making their AEW debuts, and both are phenomenal athletes. You can take a look at that. But they don't know what to make of this.
You want to talk about the phenomenal athlete?
In Wardlow's hometown.
Oh, man. It's like running into a wall, an athletic wall. We've said many times this guy's got unlimited potential. And somewhere sooner than later, Wardlow's going to be standing at the top of the AEW mountain.
Oh, Wardlow conducting the orchestra.
He's a workout freak. He's blessed with mental and physical toughness is Wardlow. And this guy, look at that.
Look how easy. Hoisted him up, and another power bomb. The Powerbomb Symphony playing loudly here in Cleveland, Ohio.
Look at Wardlow just manhandling.
It's going to be the fourth movement of the symphony, I think. Boom! Oh, number 5. Wardlow's 5th.
Keep it simple. Simple, stiff, and power.
Oh, Wardlow sandwiching his opponents.
Wardlow
in his hometown.
What a win for Mr. Mayhem in front of the Cleveland faithful. And still to come here tonight on this. Oh, wait a second, Wardlow. And Shawn Spears. We've seen Spears do this so many times in the past. He tries to steal Wardlow's glory. But still to come here tonight on that special Beach Break edition of Dynamite, we will hear from CM Punk 1 week ahead of our return to Chicago, Illinois. And the lights out match, our main event, it is unsanctioned. It will be Adam Cole and Orange Cassidy, one-on-one.
And ladies and gentlemen, coming up next here on Beach Break, the trios match, the 6-man. Inner Circle versus 2.0 and Daniel Garcia. This one will be hot next. And they come to their feet in Cleveland.
It's the trios tag team matches. Introducing first, Santana, Ortiz, and Chris Jericho.
Last week on Dynamite, we saw some cracks developing within the Inner Circle, specifically between Santana Ortiz and Chris Jericho.
When have you had our back truly, Chris? Maybe next week we'll prove that we don't need you to win. Maybe next week we'll focus more on us instead of this. Feel me?
Jericho smiling big because the folks love his entrance music, obviously, that he wrote, and performed. However, there's trouble in paradise.
No question.
As it relates to Santana and Ortiz. Two bad hombres I wouldn't go to be on the wrong side of.
I'll tell you something, I don't want to take sides here, but I really think Santana and Ortiz have a point because they are one of the great tag teams, and really they have put going after tag team gold in the rearview mirror to worry about problems or things that Chris Jericho's had problems with for the Inner Circle.
And you want to talk about problems, 2.0 and Daniel Garcia have been a major thorn in the side of Chris Jericho. Big Magic Matt Lee and Chris Jericho to start things off for the respective sides here tonight.
They nailed him with him being Chris Jericho with a chair. Kept him out for a couple of weeks with that chair shot. Oh, and Santana just tagged himself in.
Oh, and from behind, you see a little physicality.
Matt Lee makes the tag as after Santana tagged himself in. Double leg takes out Jeff Parker. Now Santana raining down shots.
Bottom line is Santana and Ortiz are hungry. They're a great team. They're a tremendous unit, no doubt about that. But they're looking to become champions and stars. And when's the last time the Inner Circle got a title match involving Santana and Ortiz?
Right.
Tony, you make a good point.
Yeah.
I think it's right on the money.
And AEW will be returning to Texas for our historic San Antonio debut on Wednesday, March 16th at the Freeman Coliseum. And AEW will be returning to the Austin area the following Wednesday, March 23rd at the HEB Center in Cedar Park. Plus, we'll be making our Columbia, South Carolina debut on Wednesday, March 30th at the Colonial Life Arena. Tickets for those events go on sale this Friday, January 28th, AEWTIX.com.
Freeman Coliseum used to be called the Joe and Harry Coliseum. Harry Freeman.
The Splash, too? No.
Colonial Life Arena, by the way, is where the South Carolina Gamecocks play basketball. It's a big arena in downtown. You know where it is if you live in Columbia.
Tag is made. Matt Lee, the legal man, as is Ortiz. Back elbow. We've seen 2.0 and Daniel Garcia. They've talked themselves into so many huge matches here, and they've actually backed it up. Scoring wins. Garcia scoring the win on Eddie Kingston. Matt Lee scoring the victory, I believe, over Ortiz just a few weeks ago. And that has got to grate just as much as the lack of championship opportunities for Santana and Ortiz.
Ortiz exchanging there.
Say, this Daniel Garcia is a star in the making, guys.
Oh! Powerful.
Can't deny that.
No, you can't deny that. You can't deny he just hit his back of the head very hard. But Garcia is a fine athlete from Western New York. Oh!
I think he's a little demented.
I think it's a lot
Dangerous.
Yeah.
Combination drop kicks by Santana Ortiz. And you notice no motion to tag in Jericho here.
And Jericho's allegedly the leader of the Inner Circle.
Oh, Jericho just tagged himself in.
He was going to tag in Ortiz, and Jericho tagged himself in on the back.
You see that?
Ortiz just tagged himself back in.
Oh, boy, yeah.
Jericho's out. Ortiz is in.
Oh, Garcia chopping at the knee.
That's smart wrestling by Garcia.
2.0 neutralizing Santana and Jericho. This match will continue in picture. Don't go anywhere because you won't miss a second.
With 2.0 and Daniel Garcia, I know we've brought it up many times. They are disruptors in many, many ways. But you got to give them credit. You got to get noticed, right, JR?
Yeah, and a lot of old school guys would call them disturbers.
Yeah.
With a little bit of extra adjectives.
Yes. In front of the word disturbers.
They came right here and said what they were going to do, fellas.
Yeah, they did. They made no bones about it.
No bones at all. We're going to cheat. We're going to do all we can to get noticed and put on the radar.
And we've seen time and time again, it's worked for them. They took out Moxley, they took out Kingston, and they found themselves and Garcia in the ring with Moxley, Kingston, and Darby Allin. They did the same to the Inner Circle. They took out Jericho. I mean, Jericho was on the shelf for weeks. Nice snap suplex. Jeff Parker floats over. And that's the thing about 2.0 that's so dangerous. They're brash, they're loud-mouthed, but they're incredibly technically well-skilled. Pressure on Ortiz. Garcia now the legal man for his side.
Garcia has pinpoint accuracy with his strikes, his kicks.
Yeah.
He's just really deadly. He's a marksman.
But he likes that submission wrestling, that catch-as-catch-can style. Loves to punish, to stretch his opponents, which he's doing to Ortiz right now. Ortiz turns it around. And Garcia, though, shuts down Ortiz.
Garcia got up quicker. He had a vertical base established, was able to strike.
Garcia doing a good job of...
How do you think Jericho feels right now? He's the boss of the team.
I think Jericho might be thinking this is a 5-on-1 match, essentially.
He's just hanging out. It's kind of embarrassing for Jericho in the future.
Sunset flip.
That.
Attempt. Matt Lee makes the tag, and Parker comes in, drops the elbow.
Now, maybe they'll work it out before all this is over. I mean, a lot of times you get upset where your feelings on your sleeve. I get it. But then in the course of a match, you realize you need everybody in a trios match to be successful.
But I think about the position Santana and Ortiz are in. They were in the back when Sammy Guevara, a member of the Inner Circle, just unified the TNT championships.
It's a very ever-evolving story, one of many complexities.
Now, Excalibur, you bring up a good point. They saw Guevara win a title, and they're thinking, what about us?
Exactly.
As they should think. They should think that. They're young guys. They got a wealth of potential. And maybe they need to be on their own. Who knows?
You're getting a taste!
AEW Dynamite back live here on TBS. Santana, Ortiz, and Jericho taking on 2.0 and Daniel Garcia. And thus far, the story of this match has been the dysfunction for the Inner Circle. In our opening contest, we saw Sammy Guevara of the Inner Circle capture the TNT Championship. Santana Ortiz got to be thinking, why are we out here fighting the boss's battles once more?
They need to work with the boss, so to speak. Oh, wow, great teamwork.
A little bit of a taste there by 2.0. 1, 2. And Santana, interestingly, Santana comes in to break up the pin, not Jericho.
Referee Aubrey Edwards doing a great job. Putting her authority where it should be.
Oh, Ortiz, what a counter! Parker was looking for the Bulldog. Ortiz carried the weight, turned it into a backdrop. And Matt Lee trying to,
A couple of cheap shots to try to clear the apron.
and Garcia gets sent for a ride. And now Jericho,
He's the only one there.
last man standing.
Santana is down on the floor.
Jericho wants to be tagged in. He wants to win this thing for his team. Maybe reunite with them. Easy for me to say.
And the tag is made to Santana. Jericho left high and dry once again.
Wow, now that's a little bit too much. I'm really shocked at that one, guys.
Oh, but Garcia comes flying in, the boot to the midsection. Santana catches Garcia up on the fireman's carry. Oh! Just flattened Daniel Garcia. Jeff Parker.
Great offense, ladies and gentlemen. Great offense by Santana and Ortiz.
Jericho's dropped to the floor now on this.
Santana now trying to fight out on his own. Nope. Ortiz comes in. The assist, the roll through.
Oh!
Double cutter on 2.0.
Jericho is bewildered. What am I seeing here?
They have completely ignored him tonight. Oh!
Powerbomb, discus, lariat combination. Santana makes the cover. Garcia, though, breaks up the pinning predicament.
Now basically it's 3-on-2. The only way Jericho was able to get in is tag himself, and that didn't last long.
Are we seeing possibly the end of the inner circle era as we have known it?
That may be premature. I wouldn't say that. There are more members of the inner circle than just
2.0. They're looking for 2 for the show, but instead Jericho brings Jeff Parker out. And Matt Lee rolls up Santana. Judas effect from Jericho.
Referee didn't see it.
That knocked him out.
The Judas effect followed up with a pile driver. 2 and 3.
The team of Chris Jericho, Ortiz, and Santana.
Whether Santana and Ortiz realized it, they got a pretty big assist from Chris Jericho in order to win this match.
Watch this.
Oh, look at Jericho there.
Boom.
Jericho biding his time.
Finding his time, finding his spot, and now he's leaving is Jericho without Santana and Ortiz.
Well, Lance Archer returned to AEW a few weeks ago, and he had the Hangman in his sights.
Time is running out, cowboy, until the truth comes home. When we fight, it's not going to be any normal fight. It's going to be my fight. It's going to be a Texas death match. And I'm going to make sure that you are not breathing.
This is the first time we've seen Lance Archer in months.
I said I wanted a challenger, and damn, it looks like I got a good one. Hangman Adam Page versus Lance Archer for the AEW World Championship.
Hey, Hangman, just to let you know, Lance noted that it was a Texas death match.
A what? If it's a Texas death match you want, Lance, fine, then you got one in 2 weeks. Everybody dies, right? That's what you say?
Everybody dies.
So give me the blackout, choke slam me to the abyss. And I will climb back through all 9 layers and bring hell with me.
What a challenge for Hangman Adam Page. But what a main event we have coming your way. The unsanctioned lights out match, Orange Cassidy and Adam Cole. But coming up next, 1 week ahead of AEW's return to Chicago, Illinois, we will hear from the man himself, CM Punk.
We are here with the World Tag Team Champions and the #1 contenders. And coming up on Championship Friday on Rampage, this Friday, Jurassic Express to defend against Private Party.
Well, here's the thing, Tony. When you're the champs, when you're on top, when you're the #1 team, everybody, and I mean everybody, is vying for you. We saw it last week on Dynamite when Billy Gunn and the Ass Boys, the family ass, if you will, attacked me trying to make a statement. Much like these guys.
Nobody cares. No one cares about you. No one cares about the Ass Boys. Everyone cares about Private Party, the #1 ranked team in AEW. They're the most athletic and talented team here. They're the best team to come down the pike since myself and my brother. And this Friday on Rampage, it is their time to become the AEW World Tag Team Champions.
Just want to say, this watch is fake.
Whoa.
And we'll see you at Rampage.
Let's go back to the ring, guys.
He got the Christmas.
Championship Friday on Rampage. But before that, we will hear from the best in the world.
Undoubtedly, the best in the world, CM Punk, who has a red-hot issue with MJF.
And look at this, Punk is dressed to fight.
I think Punk's patience, as it relates to MJF, are thinning.
Remember, next Wednesday night, AEW will be in CM Punk's hometown of Chicago, Illinois at the Wintrust Arena. And then we'll be making our Atlantic City debut on Wednesday, February 9th at the historic Boardwalk Hall. Tickets for both events on sale right now, AEWTIX.com and Ticketmaster.com. CM Punk ready for war here tonight.
Nobody more popular in AEW than CM Punk. And I know he wants to fight MJF sooner than later, and tonight would be just fine.
Damn right it'd be just fine. Just hit him in the mouth one time for me. One time for every fan who is tired of listening to the bile that spews out of the mouth of MJF.
MJF, the inverse of CM Punk. There's nobody more despised or reviled here than Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
Very rare you see an athlete come along that can captivate an audience with a couple of notes of his entrance music. And that's what we've got here.
Hello, Cleveland. How's everybody doing tonight? Man, I tried to walk out here like a badass, and you guys just make me smile from ear to ear. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since I've been here, but are you sick of hearing me talk yet? No, see? You got it wrong, Cleveland. I'm sick of hearing me talk. That's why I'm dressed to fight. I got the long boys on. I'm taped up. This is Dynamite. This is live. Y'all know who I want to fight? Go ahead, chant his name. It'll be the first time in history. Let's go.
Sucks. Sorry.
Don't apologize, Tony.
Okay, buddy.
First and last time that name will get chanted. And look, from last week, I got myself a little bit of a souvenir.
Stylish.
Looks good on him. Really frames his face.
That's one of his highlights of his life, framing his face.
No, it does not look good on me. It doesn't look good on anybody. I thought for a heartbeat as I snatched this while it was still around his pencil little neck that maybe, just maybe, I could I don't know, challenge him to a match, see if he really wanted this back. I thought maybe this was sentimental to him. And then I used Google and I saw that for $5 you get a 12-pack on Amazon. It's just as cheap as his personality. I looked further at the price tag on this thing and it said made in Long Island. So I immediately knew it was not made of strong material. Because I'm sick of just talking about it. I'm sick of hearing him talk. What I need is MJF in this ring. And I thought maybe, Cleveland, I owed you one, so I thought, what the hell? Let's do it tonight! I'm realistic, though, and I can only imagine if I call him out, he's going to come out here in a cheap suit that doesn't fit him, and he's going to have every excuse in the world. And I've chased him out of the ring, up the concourse, down the steps, back into the ring. I've gone through FTR, Wardlow, Shawn Spears, everybody. There's nobody left. I want MJF, and I want him now, and I want him right here in Cleveland.
Well, maybe business is about to pick up.
I would hope so. But I'm sure he's going to keep his distance.
MJF does not appear to be dressed.
Cut my music! Cut my music! Crappy music! Cut his crappy music!
Hey, they're chanting what you were thinking, Tony.
Yeah, I was a little bit ahead of my time here.
Oh, I suck, Cleveland?
Yes, you do.
So you're saying you don't want to see me wrestle him tonight? Is that what you're saying? Oh, so you want to see us wrestle tonight? So you want me to go backstage, change into my gear, and wrestle him tonight in an impromptu main event? Is that what you want? Cleveland, I know you're dumb, but I didn't know you were deaf. I asked you a question. Do you want to see us wrestle right here, right now? No. Are you guys out of your mind? Do you think I would waste one of the most historical matchups in the history of this sport on Cleveland, Ohio? This place is disgusting. This place is an absolute cesspool. No, but I'll tell you what, I'll do you one better. I'll do you one better. I'll give you the match you've all been waiting for next week in Chicago, Illinois.
What?
It will be CM Punk versus MJF! But, we ain't in Chicago right now, are we? No, we are in crappy Cleveland. A disgusting place, but a place rich in historical significance in the timeline of that gentleman's career, but we'll get to that. You know, this match, it's a dream match. It's something these people have grown impatient to see. They want the match right now. These people are frothing at the mouth for CM Punk versus MJF. They want it. Or at least they think they do. Because while the match itself is going to be spectacular, it is the outcome that is going to be very upsetting. See, not only am I going to beat you in that dumpster fire you call a hometown known as Chicago.
Do it here, bitch. Do it here.
Nah, I'll be beating you in the Midwest, but it ain't going to be here. No, it's going to be in Chicago, and after I beat you, something very unsettling is going to happen. After I win, you people are finally going to get to see the real CM Punk. The CM Punk who loses his fake smile the second he doesn't get what he wants. The CM Punk who blames all of his failures on everyone else but himself. The CM Punk who, if he feels like he hasn't gotten his just due, he's more than willing to sue. Your same hero who claimed on his almighty return August 13th, 2005, I left professional wrestling August 20th, 2021, I'm back, will soon say on February 2nd, I'm leaving wrestling again. us again. He loves us. Didn't you guys say the same thing about LeBron James? I'm just curious. Last time I checked, though, it was a slap in the face when he claimed that he left in 2005, because that ain't the truth. Truth is, he left all of you, and he left all the fans who loved him and supported him when he was scheduled to make an appearance right here in Cleveland, Ohio, back in 2014. But he no-showed, and he turned his back on each and every one of you. What makes you think he won't do it again? And you watching at home on the silver screen, yeah, I'm talking to you. You think he gives a damn that you spent the last 7 years chanting his name at the top of your lungs? Yeah, I got news for you. All those chants aren't going to stop him from turning his back on you again and then crying about it on a podcast.
A podcast that you listen to because you're a fan. The next two things I say are not mutually exclusive. The best thing I ever did was leave. The best thing I ever did was come back. And if I didn't come back, well, you wouldn't have your brush with greatness that you're currently having, would you, Max? Go in the back, lace up your 3-inch lifts with your boots, and get in the ring and handle business. We know you can't. You know you can't. I know you can't. And Cleveland knows you can't. Poor little Maxwell, sitting at home watching his hero on television. Too prepubescent to realize the athletes he admires on television are human beings. Sometimes you gotta take matters into your own hands, and that's what I've always done. I've never lied to the people. Some of them love me. Some of them hate me. That's what life is. But I would rather be me, and I would rather try and fail than be you and talk a big game and never show up. You pay to see me. You pay to stand in line to get my picture. You stand in line to get my autograph, and how dare you try to put it on these people? I've made decisions. I stand by every single one of them. And these people, they don't love me because I win. They don't hate me because I lose. They love me because I get back up and I try and I fight just like Cleveland does. Just like Chicago does.
Oh, you always get back up, huh?
Yeah, I always get back up.
Oh, okay. How about we test that real quick?
All right.
MJF bringing the backup.
Of course he is.
Dax Harwood, Cash Wheeler, and Wardlow.
Always get back up, do you?
Oh, wait, Sean Spears from behind.
The chairman coming from behind, a typical MJF-led scenario.
Yeah, the pinnacle.
It's a 3-on-1 assault right now, and Wardlow inside the ring.
They're going to soften him up for that symphony, I bet.
They could be trying to take Punk out of next week. MJF just trying to get further and further away from CM Punk.
Well, you knew when MJF said, "I'll wrestle you next week in Chicago," that he had some sort of devious plan.
Oh, this is bad. This is really bad.
Oh, that's steel across the spine of CM Punk, which just weeks ago Wardlow powerbombed 8 consecutive times.
Notice Wardlow's involvement in this scenario is somewhat docile.
It's kind of a non-involvement, really.
Correct.
How about you get up now, punk, huh? Huh? How about you get up now, you dumb son of a bitch?
Oh, CM Punk not backing down. Oh, but the right hand.
Get on him! Get on him! Get on him! Hey! Powerbomb him. Powerbomb him.
I told you I could see this coming, man. They were just setting him up to powerbomb him.
You got 3 other guys in the ring. Can they not powerbomb somebody? Come on.
Nobody has quite the destructive force of Wardlow.
Of course not.
Gonna powerbomb.
You got 3 guys there, Excalibur, for God's sakes.
Gonna powerbomb him on a damn chair.
MJF with a big grin on his face. Wardlow. Powerbomb.
Lying first on that steel chair, lying in the middle of the ring. 7 days before these 2 men fight in Chicago next Wednesday night.
Oh, come on.
That's cool. That's really cool right
brutal.
there. That's it right there.
It's revolting.
It is so apropos that the same place your journey started will be the same place it ends. I'll see you in Chicago!
And if you need another reason to join us live next week, there it is.
But what shape will CM Punk be in 1 week from tonight? Well, from one loudmouth to 2 others, Max Caster, Anthony Bowens, the Acclaimed air their grievances.
Yo, listen up. John Moxley, the first time we wrestled you, you jumped us before the bell.
That's right.
The next time we saw you, you jumped me after my match.
You're so reckless, Mox.
And now you're back, and everyone's happy. And so are we, because this Friday on Rampage, Anthony Bowens is gonna beat your ass.
That's right, Mox. I didn't forget what you did to me. I'm gonna beat your Oscar Kokoschka looking ass. I'm gonna beat your Al Bundy married with children looking ass.
That's right.
All over your home state of Ohio.
That's right.
And that's a mic drop.
Star wipe.
Well, John Moxley looked sharp in his return to action last Friday night, but this Friday night he will have to contest with Anthony Bowens of the Acclaimed. And still to come here tonight, we will hear from Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, the AEW Women's World Champion, and our main event, the unsanctioned Lights Out match, Adam Cole, Orange Cassidy, one-on-one. But coming up next here on AEW Dynamite, number 2 ranked legit Layla Hirsch takes on the red hot number 1 ranked Red Velvet next.
We are back on Dynamite. Griff Garrison and Julia Hart. A lot has been going on, Julia, with the House of Black.
Yes, Tony. Let me explain.
There you are. I have some great news. How is the eye doing, by the way? Great. Sounds good. Listen, Jade Cargill has personally chosen you to be the next challenger to the TBS Championship, but we're going to need you to sign this release because of the eye thing. So just sign right here.
Wait. Julia, I don't think that's such a good idea. You need to take time seriously and recover.
Griff, I can fight my own battles. You don't need to speak for me, okay? Give me that pen.
Make sure you cross the T's and dot the I's. We got ourselves a match.
We sure do, for the TBS title as we go back to the ring.
Wow, Championship Friday. This Friday night on Rampage keeps getting bigger. Jade Cargill versus Julia Hart.
Following contest is scheduled for 1 fall with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring from Moscow, Russia, legit Layla Hirsch.
Legit Layla Hirsch set to go one-on-one with Red Velvet.
Her opponent from Miami, Florida, Red Velvet.
And Red Velvet charged into the ring. These two former friends going right at it. Red Velvet raining down shots on Layla Hirsch.
Now, I was there a week ago when Layla just took it out on Statlander and Velvet.
The up kicks there by Red Velvet, knocking Layla into the ropes. Velvet, nice leg lariat.
She is so athletic, JR.
No doubt about it. And she's the #1 contender in the women's division, which is quite a feat for that young lady.
Yeah,
She's
Red
still
Velvet was-
learning her way around the locker room, so to speak.
Sure.
She was looking for that final slice, but Layla Hirsch knew it, and she bailed out. Put some distance between herself and Red Velvet. And it is official once again next week live on Dynamite. It will be CM Punk versus MJF for the first time ever, taking place in Chicago, Illinois.
You know MJF has a plan. He had a plan tonight.
I don't think CM Punk's going to come to his hometown empty-handed or without backup.
I hope.
He's too smart to let that happen, I think.
Red Velvet looking to return Layla Hirsch back into the ring. Layla Hirsch still angry that Chris Statlander and Red Velvet cost Layla money, her share of the winner's purse.
Great contrast in styles here, Excalibur. One loves to Matt Russell, one could just fly around the ring.
Nice stunner there across the middle rope by Red Velvet.
She is so smooth.
She's getting better and better every time you see her. Both these ladies are, quite frankly.
And you can collect the first ever official AEW trading cards from Upper Deck, available right now at your local Hobby Stop and select retail stores. Collect the best with Upper Deck.
Now, I'm collecting Upper Deck cards my entire life, it seems.
Triangle Sleeper locked in by Red Velvet. This is not typically Velvet's domain.
Strength.
And Layla Hirsch just hoists up the #1 ranked Velvet and the powerbomb on the turnbuckles.
The legit Layla at 4'11" has a unique center of gravity. She's small, compact, so athletic and so strong.
And targeting the shoulder of Red Velvet. This match between the top 2 ranked competitors in the women's division will continue in picture-in-picture. Don't go anywhere.
Pretty impressive matchup here. #1 versus #2 in the rankings.
It's pretty apparent what's going on here. She loves to use
the legit lock.
Yeah,
as she calls it, the cross arm breaker.
Yeah, loves to use the cross arm breaker to win matches. And she is just working on the left arm here.
And you see both competitors coming into this match with tape on their respective left shoulders. That fact not lost on Layla.
Legit Layla very strong. The low center of gravity makes her a very difficult out, shall we say.
She has a really phenomenal story about her childhood and about being in an orphanage in Moscow and coming to the United States and loving pro wrestling from the very first.
Right now, the legit Layla is certainly that.
And if Layla Hirsch is able to knock off the #1 ranked Red Velvet, you would have to assume that Layla would find herself in the top position, the top 5 ranking, as she's putting the pressure, continuing to put the pressure on Red Velvet.
I remember when legit Layla first came to AEW. She was quiet, humble. Well, those days have changed, kids.
Well, I really think she always had this inner JR. She always had that fire, and just what has happened with Statlander and Velvet recently just brought it out of her.
Well, remember, it was back on the Christmas night edition, lateral press by Layla, Christmas night edition of AEW Rampage. Layla Hirsch and Chris Statlander going one-on-one. And Statlander scored the win to set herself up in good stead for the new year. But Layla did not take it as a sporting contest. She took it very personally, Tony.
Yeah, she slapped her hand away when she wanted to shake her hand. And that's just the competitive spirit in her. But now, speaking of slapping.
That can loosen a tooth.
Red Velvet, the momentum heads into the ropes. The Cazadora, Layla Hirsch.
Wow.
There's that low center of gravity.
Don't you just love a good Cazadora, Tony?
I love one, man. I love when she can put it on because she knows how to snap you back.
Now the counter into the German suplex by Layla Hirsch. And she's just dragging Red Velvet across the ring. tearing at the tape on the shoulder of Velvet.
The thing we have to think about here is that Layla has stopped going for covers. She's dishing out a lot of punishment very effectively.
That's a good call. She sure is.
Yeah, those stomps, the flat of her boot on the shoulder of Velvet. Layla Hirsch looking to injure Red Velvet.
Right in that shoulder. That's certainly not hidden that there's an injury under that tape.
Oh, now driving the knee into the spine. Layla isolating that left arm. AEW Dynamite Beach Break Edition back live here on TBS. The number 1 ranked Red Velvet taking on the number 2 ranked legit Layla Hirsch, and Red Velvet with a stunner off the middle rope.
Desperation move is what it was.
But it worked.
As we saw throughout the break, Layla Hirsch was concentrating her attacks on that left shoulder of Red Velvet, all in service of that legit lock that Layla Hirsch likes to employ. Back elbows, but Red Velvet not a lot on there. Oh, drop toe hold. Layla sent into the ropes. Velvet building up ahead of steam, and the double knees to the back. But you see immediately Velvet clutching that arm to her body.
Yeah, there's some bad business being transacted right here. Both these ladies are banged up.
But Cazador, Layla Hirsch looks to reverse once again, but you see Velvet lacing her right leg behind Layla's.
Whoa, man. Oh, she smoked her with that one.
Yeah.
Sledgehammer to the back, Layla Hirsch. German suplex Velvet using her athleticism to roll out. Swing and a miss by Layla. Velvet with a spear.
Yep. There's a cover. There we go. You know, Red Velvet has a long athletic history. Her father was a very well-known boxer back in his day.
Oh, wait. Layla counters the final slice. The power bomb. The knee strike.
Man, that was pinpoint accurate.
Layla powered through it. No. She transitioned over.
She pulled her up.
She pulled up. She could have won it there, but now the legit lock. Red Velvet trying to fight her way free. And she gets her boot on the bottom rope. That cost Layla Hirsch.
And if you want to call it a cross arm breaker, you can, because that's what it is.
Man, and she didn't want to break the hold right there when Rick Knox told her to.
But once again, Layla Hirsch only has herself to blame. Oh, what a brutal kick to the side of the head.
A pronounced mean streak by legit Layla.
Oh, Velvet though with the counter. Layla rolls through, maybe looking for ankle lock. Inside cradle by Red Velvet. 1, 2, no.
These girls are having a hell of a match, guys.
Oh, kick to the top of the knee. Velvet, once again, went for the kick. Layla counters. 2, 3. She got a handful of tights.
Come on.
Legit Layla Hirsch.
Layla got away with one there, Excalibur.
She certainly did, and she has knocked off the number 1 ranked Red Velvet. Layla Hirsch remains undefeated in 2022, and look at this after the bell.
This doesn't surprise me, based on the terror that legit Layla has been on.
Ever since that loss to Chris Statlander, we have seen this vicious side out of legit Layla Hirsch. And speak of Chris Statlander,
legit Layla making a legit exit. But here comes Statlander.
That's Statlander and Layla Hirsch.
So I've never understood this magical wall where everybody magically stops.
I think Statlander's still concerned for her friend Red Velvet, but right now, let's hear this from the new number 5 contenders, the House of Black.
It is as Mr. Rhodes said. I added insult to injury, and why? Because the house is built on conflict. What better way to give an audience that constantly demands conflict and violence, to give them the embodiment of conflict and violence through one Brody King. One that you will embrace as a brother. You will hold him in your arms and you will whisper in his ears that you are thankful for him.
Pac, you denounced the house, and for that, you will be humbled. You and Death Triangle will feel true pain. You will pray for salvation, and when that moment comes, you will look to the teachings the house has bestowed upon you, and you will say, thank you. Because just like death,
we are inevitable.
Sammy Guevara. This is my moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, the undisputed TNT champion, Sammy Guevara!
Well, Sammy Guevara has the TNT Championship. He's got that cue card. Let's hear, or let's see, what the undisputed champ has to say in picture-in-picture.
Knowing so much on the line. Sammy Guevara is my time just to take flight. Put it on the line, all in the same night. Hustle my way to the top to get this moment, this future. No doubt we own it, the future is mine. On the line, Sammy Guevara is my time just to take flight. Put it all on the line in the same night. Hustle my way just to get this moment. There is no doubt that we own it, the future is mine. I got so much on the line. This is my moment to shine. This is my time of flight. I've been grinding forever just for this every night. I've been pushing for many moments like this. This time is undivided and no one ever could miss. This is my chance, moment of bliss. My feelings so enchanted. Many could understand it. These skills out of the planet. Be careful, I'm off of landing. The future is mine. Taking it all by design. Knowing so much on the line. Guevara, Sammy Guevara, it's my time just to take flight. Put it on the line, all in the same night. Hustle my way to the top. To get this moment, this future. No doubt we own it. The future is mine. On the line. Sammy Guevara, it's my time just to take flight. Put it all on the line in the same night. Hustle my way just to get this moment. There is no doubt that we own it. The future is mine. I got so much on the line. This is my moment to shine. This is my time of flight. I've been grinding forever just for this very night. I've been pushing for many moments like this. This time is undivided and no one ever could miss. This is my chance, moment of bliss. My feelings so enchanted. Many could understand it. These skills out of the planet. Be careful, I'm out for landing. The future is mine. Taking it all by design. Knowing so much on the line. Guevara.
All right, we are back live on Dynamite TBS in Cleveland, and we are here to bring in not only a champion, but the most decorated women's wrestler in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, the AEW Women's World Champion, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD.
JR, it's hard to argue with the accomplishments of this woman, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. She had an incredible 2021.
She sure did, Excalibur. And the thing about it is that this young lady has been accomplishing great things for many years, quite frankly. That terrible pals and get over real big here in Cleveland. But in any event, she's a Pittsburgher through and through. Is Dr. Britt Baker. When you can get a dental degree while going to wrestling school and working independent shows. That's a special person that can pull that off.
Cleveland! It's been a while since we had a little chat. It's actually been a while since I've been in the ring with a microphone, period, which is criminal. But just because I've been a bit of a stranger to the mic doesn't mean that the mic isn't still well acclimated with me, because it felt for a while that every time CM Punk and MJF had this in their hands, they couldn't keep my name out of their mouth. But I don't blame them. Look at the year that I had. No, literally, look at it. Match of the year, most improved female wrestler of the year × 2, cover girl. The list goes on, and I told you 2021 was gonna be the era of the DMD, and damn was I right. And since the night that I won the title, I have 9 singles victories in AEW. In Cleveland, you and I share a relationship with that number. Because against the Pittsburgh Steelers, Baker Mayfield was sacked 9 times. 9 times. But wait, he was injured. He was injured in his non-throwing arm. And I did all of this with a broken frickin' wrist. But enough about him. Let's talk about the Baker that actually wins shit. This division was a wasteland before me, and I made it a utopia. A Britopia. Let's call it that. Anyone could have made this division theirs. It was wide open for the taking, but no one did. No one. I didn't take anyone's spot. I created the top spot. And after I took over the entire women's division, I surpassed the entire roster and became the face of AEW. I've been making history since the day I got here. I'm the first female signed to All Elite Wrestling, the first female to main event Dynamite, Rampage, and like 4 or 5 other things I can't even remember. And I stand here, voted by you, the fans, female wrestler of the year. And Cleveland, we're writing history together. Because you also made the history books this year, again, against the Pittsburgh Steelers, when Baker Mayfield threw 10 incompletions, first quarterback this year to do it. What a guy. What a guy. But Cleveland, I'm here for you. And I'm not going to just settle as female wrestler of the year. I have incompletions myself. I won't settle until I'm female of the decade. And you might as well give it to me now, because I'm not going away, baby. And Cleveland, I said it once, I'll say it again. I will be the champion you deserve. You finally have a Baker you can count on. Yours truly, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD.
Wow. Hope she doesn't break her arm patting herself on the back.
Exactly my thoughts, JR. Can't argue with the success, but Britt Baker. Wow. Well, coming up this Friday night, 10/9 Central on TNT, it's AEW Rampage Beach Break Championship Friday. Jon Moxley takes on Anthony Bowens, and the match was postponed, but it will go down this Friday night. FTR versus Brock Anderson and Lee Johnson, and let's take a look back at what sparked this rivalry.
How about next week you take the open challenge between us? I'm the greatest tag team walking God's green earth right now against you guys.
Sounds damn fine to me, Lee.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Daddy.
Good.
Whoa. See you next week, Dad.
Arn Anderson in the corner of Brock Anderson and Lee Johnson. Tully Blanchard in the corner of FTR. And it is official. Julia Hart has answered the open challenge. She will face the TBS champion, Jade Cargill. And
good job.
Come on.
What happened?
Hey, I should be the TBS champion. And there is only one reason that I'm not.
Because you lost.
Ruby Soho. Ruby Soho got a fluke victory on me. If we wrestled 100 times, I would win 99 of them. And I'm going to prove it next week. I want Ruby Soho.
Well, tell your manager. Maybe she can help you out.
Wow, well, that remains to be seen, but this Friday night, Championship Friday, Jade Cargill defends the TBS Championship against Julia Hart, and the AEW World Tag Team Championships are on the line. Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus with Christian Cage in their corner take on the #1 ranked Private Party. And then next week on Dynamite from Chicago, Illinois, MJF and CM Punk for the first time ever, plus Pac and Penta El Cerro Miedo versus the House of Black, Malachi Black and Brody King.
Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, it's Lights Out. No rules. Something's got to give when Orange Cassidy goes one-on-one with Adam Cole. Unsanctioned. Lights Out. Next.
Ladies and gentlemen, the lights are about to shut off. When they come back on, AEW will not be responsible for what takes place. There will be no time limit, no count out, and no disqualification. Anything goes in your main event tonight. An unsanctioned Lights Out match.
You know it's all about.
Introducing the participant first from Panama City, Florida, weighing 202 pounds, Adam Cole.
These matches are generally not for the weak at heart. The first one I ever saw was the big cowboy Bill Watson, bruiser Bob Sweet's hand. Wow, the blast from the past. Woo. No rules. Basically just a damn fist fight.
We have had 5 other Lights Out matches in AEW history, but the first career Lights Out match for either of the two competitors. So I know they know what they're getting into, Excalibur, but sometimes you think you know, and you really don't.
Now Adam Cole, undefeated in singles competition since his arrival here in AEW, the #1 rank, but that is irrelevant here tonight. Adam Cole said Orange Cassidy doesn't care, but Cole cares. Cole cares about what happened to Britt Baker last week, which he blames Orange Cassidy for.
Yeah, I was going to see Britt out here earlier. I'm glad that she's okay.
Well, she took a nasty bump, but they brought the table in.
And his opponent from wherever, weighing whatever, freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy.
And I don't know, maybe Orange Cassidy's demeanor and the way he approaches his matches and his business, nonchalant, cool as a cucumber, whatever cliche you want to use, maybe it's the right way to approach a Lights Out match. Maybe you just can't get too...
Well, I mean, if you think about it, Tony, Orange Cassidy has the best poker face in all of wrestling.
Yeah, you're right.
Because we know for a fact that he does care. We've seen what happens when Orange Cassidy is backed into a corner.
Bryce Remsburg, if that is his real name, assign this very important contest. That takes a lot of pressure off of him because it's non-sanctioned. You can't screw up if you're the official.
Got to count a winner. That's all you got to do.
No disqualification, no rules. The unsanctioned lights-out match, our main event here tonight on AEW Dynamite.
Now look at this. Turning his back to Adam Cole. Just says cool again.
Is that what it is? Cool or stupid?
Well,
you know Adam Cole's just seething over there.
Why would you turn your back on a man like Adam Cole in a lights-out match? That's naivete.
Ooh.
Arrogance.
Oh, how about the symbolism of that?
Cassidy and Adam Cole just trading right hand center of the ring.
They're rocking him here.
We've never seen him do that to his sunglasses. And look at this.
Both men staggered from the right hands. Adam Cole charges in, and they pick right up where they left off.
Exchanging those right hands are these two warriors.
Cassidy sent to the outside by Adam Cole. And the stomp on the already broken sunglasses. But Orange Cassidy taking Adam Cole for a ride into the barricade.
So that didn't take long for it to go on the outside, did it?
Not long at all.
And remember, they can go just about anywhere they want to go here. If they want to go up those stairs, up the steps, they can.
Yeah, I think they should go outside. They'll come right back in, I promise.
Orange Cassidy charging in. Shotgun dropkick. Rattles Adam Cole. Orange Cassidy, you can see, feeling the effects. That early punishment on the outside. That is a very thin mat on the floor out there. Really only out there to prevent lacerations more than anything.
Look at the lower back's bothering Cole. And I guess it's going to be bothering Orange Cassidy here in a moment, too.
I think it might. The chances are very likely.
Adam Cole, as we mentioned, since his arrival here in AEW, undefeated in singles competition. And punishing the spine of Orange Cassidy.
He's not the nicest guy in the world. As a matter of fact, he's downright I don't like him. Put it that way, that's all I got to say. Needs to wash his hair. Stop chewing the gum with his mouth open.
Adam Cole.
Tony, you sound like Mom.
Looking for a steel chair under the ring. And
holy hell!
Danhausen!
Danhausen!
Who booked him?
What is this? I can't believe what I'm seeing.
Adam Cole took a swing at Orange Cassidy. And Cassidy, the DDT!
How about that?
What a cameo. Orange Cassidy is just as perplexed as Adam Cole. But either way, it allowed Orange Cassidy to regain the advantage in this unsanctioned lights-out match.
Oh, God.
Fans can't believe what they've seen here with Danhausen making a surprise appearance.
Cole just super kicked that chair into the throat of Orange Cassidy. Again, it's all legal. There's no countouts, no disqualification.
Yeah, right in the throat, too, buddy. Oh, man, what a pump kick. What a pump kick.
Well, the one thing about it, these guys are going to be paid, even though it's not sanctioned. But only one guy's going to get the money, the winner. So I'd say it's a high-stakes match, to say the very least.
Most certainly is. And now Adam Cole taking Panama Sunrise on the floor. Orange Cassidy stops Cole in his tracks. He's looking for the beach break. But Cole...
One table down.
Desperation move there by Orange Cassidy. He was able to counter the Panama Sunrise.
Can he follow up, though? Is the big question here. He's got Adam Cole in a precarious position, but how quickly can Orange Cassidy follow up and get a pinning predicament?
Well, he's primed to do so here if he lands the orange punch. Oh, no!
The ring bell.
Adam Cole put the ring bell in the way of Orange Cassidy's fist.
Broken Orange's hand, you never know.
That's right.
Adam Cole, a very, very high IQ counter there.
Oh, he's got that.
Oh, my God. The fingers of Orange Cassidy between the ring and the steel steps.
Say if the ring bell, JR, didn't break it, that may have done it right there.
Sure might. Adam Cole, baby, is a mat tactician. He's got a PhD, no doubt about that.
Well, you never know what's under the ring now after we saw Danhausen, but
not in this company.
That's right.
And Adam Cole may have completely taken that orange punch out of the equation. He's bringing the plunder into the ring.
Wow. Chain, trash can, and a partridge. Never mind.
Well, our main event here on Dynamite will continue in picture-in-picture. It is Orange Cassidy and Adam Cole, and you won't miss a second.
The weaponry.
I think that hand is bleeding. I don't know if it's the lacerations from the bell or the steel steps or what.
Remsburg having a word or two with Adam Cole, baby.
Well, listen, there's nothing Remsburg can do about any of this, as we know, but just Adam Cole being very combative. It's what he is. He's mouthy.
Tony, you have an agenda.
No, I don't have an agenda.
You do have an agenda because your relationship with Dr. Britt Baker.
What she sees,
and that's all right. I'm not criticizing. I'm not judging you. I'm just saying.
Orange Cassidy with that injured right hand returned to the ring. Adam Cole has filled the squared circle with all manner of weaponry.
Great to have you with us here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, on TBS. Great to be back on TBS, period, with AEW Dynamite every Wednesday night. And next week we're going to be in Chicago for that massive matchup between CM Punk and MJF.
Look at Cole just tearing at the face of Orange Cassidy.
That takes a mean streak right there to do that.
And we've seen Adam Cole's mean streak since the moment he arrived here in AEW, Tony. First targeting Jungle Boy.
Yeah.
And now Orange Cassidy, really, I mean, he's going after just the most popular athletes here in the company.
And that'll
super kick.
Just rattling and echoing.
Feeling good about himself now, right?
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt about it, Tony.
With the chain now.
And this is a big difference maker. You can use this in myriad of ways.
Wrapped around his hands, and he's gonna choke Orange Cassidy, and again it's all no, the backstabber.
Oh, God, backstabber, and just
very innovative. Very innovative offense by Adam Cole.
Did you hear what he said? Do you quit yet? Do you give up?
I don't think that's going to be happening.
No, that's not. You're right, Jim. It's not going to be happening at all.
Much to whether you love him or not, Orange Cassidy is not a quitter. He is a tough, double tough, tougher than a $2 steak guy.
Ooh, wait a second. Yeah. Orange Cassidy tried to come away with that chain just out of sheer desperation, but Cole snatching it away.
Now, I think Cassidy has dug himself under the ring here. Let's see what he comes up with.
He could just be trying to put some distance between himself and the aggressor.
That could be it. But he, whoa. Well, there.
Cool down, pal. Chill, baby.
I love it. That was tremendous.
And Orange Cassidy, yeah, a gash on that right hand. Our main event continues here live on TBS Excalibur. Tony Schiavone and Jim Ross. We are witnessing Adam Cole and Orange Cassidy do battle in an unsanctioned lights-out match. Oh, Adam Cole, the brain buster on the knee. Can end it right here. 1, 2, no.
You know, guys, what a night we've seen. Bookends, wild matches. The ladder match that we saw in match 1, and now this lights-out match to cap off the evening.
And everything we've seen in between. Adam Cole.
Kind of seen this before, guys. This could be a tragic ending to this match if Adam Cole has his way.
Cole looking perhaps for brainbuster through the chairs. No! Stun Dog Millionaire. Great counter by Orange Cassidy. And Cassidy. Oh, the Michinoku driver into the chairs. Orange Cassidy covers.
Could be it.
No.
Orange didn't have the opportunity or the whereabouts to use that bloody hand.
And right before the break, we saw Orange Cassidy looking for that orange punch. And then Adam Cole, in picture, you saw him smash that hand between the ring and the steel steps, and now the laceration is opened up, but the super kick lands.
Great instincts by Adam Cole on a very game and brilliant Orange Cassidy.
And let's not forget, we brought it up before, the orange punch is his move. The orange, well, what's he?
Wait a second, we heard Adam Cole just 24 hours ago say he could win this by himself. He doesn't need any assistance.
Here comes the Stooge, and here comes Wheeler Yuta.
Wheeler Yuta taking out Brandon Cutler on the top of the ramp, trying to ensure a fair fight, but
Bobby Fish
taking out Yuta.
And here comes Chuck
Taylor and Bobby Fish now.
The Kentucky Colonel.
Oh, God.
Wait a minute, the Young Bucks are here.
The Young Bucks charging down the road with a super kick on Chuck Taylor.
Boy, did they find their double mark. This is a complex situation here.
The Young Bucks and Adam Cole, they're lining Orange Cassidy up for the super kick. But look at this, it's Trenton Rocky Romero, Roppongi Vice.
Roppongi Vice has arrived.
And they've taken out the Young Bucks and beach break!
Beach break on a beach break!
1, 2, no!
Close near fall. Orange Cassidy cannot believe he didn't score a 3 count and win this match.
Oh, but he is primed with that orange punch, and he lands it! But he's in agony! Cassidy's in agony from the damage to that right hand!
The hand was too much. The pain is too much.
And as Excalibur pointed out, Orange Cassidy is right-handed.
The low blow!
That's a legal move, like a headlock. The low blow's legal here.
That's how Adam Cole defeated Orange Cassidy before, but Cassidy came prepared.
A steel cup. Well, I've seen everything now.
Adam Cole going to the well once too often, and now
that cup, if you saw it, had thumbtacks on it.
Oh, wait, Orange Cassidy. Panama. Sunrise!
Oh, he wiped him out.
Oh! Adam Cole showing courage and toughness, able to kick out.
Wow. He wiped his ass right out with that Panama Sunrise. But he's fighting more, longer.
Sounds like a happy hour drink. I could use one right now.
Orange Cassidy looking to make up for the damage, for the loss of strength in that right hand by wrapping the chain around it. If he lands the orange punch with the chain, the lights are going to be out for Adam Cole. Oh, and Cole knows it.
That's smart, man. Get out of town.
He's got to create some distance here.
Yeah, you're right, Jim.
Because Orange Cassidy has a distinct advantage and a chain in his hand.
And look at this. After all the assistance is done for Adam Cole, he's retreating.
Can't be counted out. That's one thing we should point out.
Adam Cole is running away from Orange Cassidy.
Is he? He's certainly created some distance. Running away may be a little bit of an overstatement. We'll see.
Wait a minute.
They're in the go position.
There's Tony Khan. There's Jerry Lynn. One of our...
Jerry Lynn going to the Independent Wrestling Hall of Fame this past weekend. Congratulations to Jerry.
Look at Cole. Cole just pulled Jerry Lynn in the line of fire. Now driving Orange Cassidy through the table and the monitor. Cole covers. Whoa!
Near fall. In the, what we call here, the goal position.
Just a 2 count.
Look at it. Look at Cassidy just reach for him, grab him at his face.
This battle raging all over the arena here in Cleveland.
I've seen lesser fights in a barroom battle, in a brawl, in a Muskogee on a Saturday night.
Yeah, with bottles and chairs and tables and bottles. And
well, we've had most of that here tonight, Tony.
We've had
the super kick lands.
It's amazing. It really is amazing at this venture, at this point of the match.
Cole Pulling down that knee pad. He's looking to lower the boom on Orange Cassidy.
It's all about the boom, and here it comes.
Oh, but what a counter!
What timing! Good timing and instincts by Orange Cassidy.
I would say that was the boom.
And Cassidy once again wrapping that chain around his right hand. Orange punch! Oh
my God, a light!
Man, how timely was that by Adam Cole?
And those things are so heavy and so.
Adam Cole just wiped out Orange Cassidy.
I think he saved himself there, Excalibur. He'd have hit that, it'd have been over.
Look at Adam Cole dragging an almost lifeless carcass of Orange Cassidy.
Where is Cole headed now?
He glanced.
He's got an idea for something.
He glanced somewhere, and now he's going to. No.
Cole headed up to the top of that truss.
Hell no.
With this high risk, bigger reward if he hits it.
But these are the lengths these men have pushed one another to. Adam Cole taking a risk like this to try to end the career of Orange Cassidy.
Adam Cole is undefeated. He's the #1 contender.
He thought he was at the bottom there, JR. He's wrong.
Look at Orange.
He's wrong.
He snuck in the back door and get right back in the hunt.
Look at his eyes.
Oh, low blow.
Boy, I'd say that hit the mark.
See the eyes on Orange Cassidy. Look at the face.
Determination, grit, and still looking at the unknown. Where are we going with this? How can this end? What's it going to take?
Oh, look at this. The hug from Orange Cassidy. What's Cassidy saying to Cole?
Got to give the people what they want.
Well, wait a second. Adam Cole struggling. And Orange Cassidy.
Wait.
Cassidy!
Oh, my God. Where'd they go? Where did these two men go?
They went through the staging area here.
They have crashed through the stage. The 3 count.
Orange Cassidy wins it. Orange Cassidy wins this
squeeze. Orange Cassidy.
Well, Adam Cole asked for it. He demanded this match with Orange Cassidy.
He wanted the match, and he's the one that went up top as well. My God, what a night.
And you know what? Adam Cole said Orange Cassidy doesn't care. Orange Cassidy didn't care for either of their safety. He just wanted to end this match, to end this rivalry.
Well, guys, it was called Beach Break, and I think we saw a lot of broken bones possibly here tonight.
Man, what a night, ladies and gentlemen. On a frigid night here in Cleveland, Orange gets the win in the main event. And wasn't easy.
What an unforgettable brawl we witnessed in this unsanctioned lights out match.
Ladies and gentlemen, big week on Rampage this Friday night. We talked a lot about it. And of course, we are so excited about next Wednesday night. Chicago, Dynamite, CM Punk, MJF. And look at how we end up here. A bloody hand, 2 semi-conscious athletes.
And guys, let's not forget Friday is Championship Friday on Rampage as well, Excalibur.
That's right. The AEW World Tag Team Championship will be on the line. Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus versus Private Party, and Jade Cargill laid out the open challenge. Julia Hart answers all that and so much more this Friday night, 10/9 Central on TNT.
We thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for inviting us once again into your home. We appreciate you so very much. For my esteemed colleague, Tony Schiavone.
Yeah, baby.
For the great Excalibur, I'm Jim Ross saying thank you so much for being with us. And we'll see you Friday night on TNT on Rampage.
Praise the Lord. Mo kí wá bí tí a ti lórí ọ̀fẹ́ láti máa wò mí. Orúkọ mi ni Evangelist Bọ́lá Yẹ̀kínní, aya Túmàlá. Mo kí wá wípé Ọlọ́run á wà pẹ̀lú wa. Mo gbàdúrà fún wa wípé gbogbo ìdílé kọ̀ọ̀kan kò ní dàrú. Mo wá gbàdúrà wípé àwọn kì í fi àìsàn ló gbà. Gbogbo ìgbà kò sẹ́ni tí kò ní àìsàn lára. Ọ̀tọ̀ ní àìsàn físíkà, ọ̀tọ̀ ní àìsàn pùrùsà. Bọ́lá ẹlòmíì wà tó jẹ́ pé ó ní diabetes, ẹlòmíì wà tó jẹ́ pé ó ní hypertension, ẹlòmíì wà tó jẹ́ pé ó ní cholesterol, ẹlòmíì wà tó jẹ́ pé ó ní jẹ̀díjẹ̀dí. Nǹkan físíkà nìyẹn kì í ṣe pùrùsà. Nǹkan físíkà ni a gbọ́dọ̀ fi nǹkan físíkà náà wo. Ó yàtọ̀ sí pé kí wọ́n fún mi lánàá tí àti àdúrà ó yàtọ̀ sí pé kí wọ́n bless omi fún mi ṣùgbọ́n nǹkan nìkan físíkà la fi ń wo físíkà tó bá jẹ́ ti pìrìsà tó jẹ́ ti ojú ọ̀nà ti pìrìsà náà la máa fi wò dá mi fi àdúrà nìyẹn ṣùgbọ́n ẹ má jẹ́ ká máa ṣe mistake tó lè làwọn máa fi sọ fún wa pé ìtọ́jú ṣe pàtàkì àìlera ṣe pàtàkì ẹ jẹ́ ká tọ́jú ara wa lásìkò tọ̀tọ̀ lásìkò tó yẹ kò dìgbà tó bá jẹ́ pé wọ́n fún wa ní oògùn tó jẹ́ pé ara wa ò gbé mọ́ tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n sọ pé ká ara wa respond sí ẹ jẹ́ ká lóògùn lásìkò tọ̀tọ̀ àti àsìkò tó yẹ tó yẹ pé ara wa máa respond sí ó ṣe pàtàkì ó ṣe púpọ̀ àwọn sọ fún wa pé ẹ jẹ́ ká tọ́jú ara wa àti ọmọdé àti àgbà àti bàbá àti màmá àti àwọn mọ́mí àti àwọn dádì ẹ jẹ́ ká tètè tọ́jú ara wa bóyá o ní diabetes ni bóyá o ní cholesterol ni bóyá o ní hypertension bóyá o tiẹ̀ ti ń dẹ́tí sí pé nǹkan kan ṣe nílàgọ̀ ara ní tètè tọ́jú ara ẹ jẹ́ ká tètè tọ́jú ara wa torí ẹ̀ làwọn fi mọ̀ sọ wọn pé a ní nǹkan tí a ń pè ní full package ó ṣe pàtàkì nítorí pé ó ti ṣe àwọn dádì wa rí wọ́n ní nǹkan tó bá ṣe èèyàn lèèyàn máa mọ bí ní ẹ̀gbẹ́ nǹkan ti ṣe mírí tí nǹkan ọ̀bá ṣe wá àwọn náà lè mọ ọmọ mi yẹ ṣùgbọ́n torí pé nǹkan yẹn ti ṣe àwọn dádì wa diabetes ti ṣe wọ́n ní nígbà tó fi ṣe wọ́n yẹn tó bí àwọn náà kà kún tí wọ́n fẹ́ẹ́ fẹ́ mọ̀kànmọ̀kàn díẹ̀ lókù kí wọ́n fi gbẹ̀dẹ̀ ara wọn ṣùgbọ́n adúpẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run wípé Ọlọ́run fi gbogbo pàṣẹ nǹkan tí wọ́n mọ̀ Ọlọ́run fi wò wọ́n sàn nítorí pé àwọn ti gbé ọ̀dọ̀ àgbàlagbà ní gbogbo àwọn nǹkan yẹn ni wọ́n ti mọ̀ kó tó di pàdé onígbàgbọ́ àwọn nǹkan yẹn là ń lò ṣùgbọ́n torí pàdé onígbàgbọ́ tán àwò wípé nǹkan ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ni a da gbogbo ẹ̀ sílẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n gbà tí nǹkan yẹn bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí yọ wọ́n lẹ́nu tí kò sí àlàáfíà a bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí padà sí alẹ́ wípé kèé ṣe nǹkan ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ torí pé Ọlọ́run dé bí àtẹ̀gbò láti fi ìṣèwòsàn ara láti fi tọ́jú ara wa a wá padà sí gbogbo àwọn nǹkan yẹn gbogbo àwọn nǹkan yẹn ni a wá lò ní ìgbà yẹn tó yẹ pé wá mú wọn lára dá àsìkò COVID-19 ni a wá bọ́ síta láti sọ fún àwọn èèyàn wípé ìwọ náà mọ̀ wò rẹ̀ nìyẹn nítorí pé àìsàn ní dákẹ́ kí n pa ṣùgbọ́n tí mi síta kí n fi ayé ẹ̀ sílẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ká pariwo àìsàn síta kó fi ayé wa sílẹ̀ kó má bàa gbẹ̀mí wa mo gbàdúrà pé àìsàn ní fi gbẹ̀mí wa nítorí nǹkan tá à ń pè ní full package yẹn oríṣi nǹkan mẹ́wàá la sọ pé wà níbẹ̀ tó jẹ́ pé ó ṣiṣẹ́ fún diabetes tó jẹ́ pé ó ṣiṣẹ́ fún diabetes tó jẹ́ pé ó ṣiṣẹ́ fún hypertension tó jẹ́ pé ó ṣiṣẹ́ fún cholesterol tó jẹ́ pé ó ṣiṣẹ́ fún rheumatism tó jẹ́ pé ó ṣiṣẹ́ fún gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tí àrùn jẹ̀díjẹ̀dí ní ọ̀pá yìí ní alẹ́ ní gbogbo àwọn nǹkan oríṣi mẹ́wàá lọ́wọ́ àbẹ̀ tó jẹ́ full package tó dáa fún tọkọláyà tó jẹ́ pé ó tó ṣiṣẹ́ ìbálòpọ̀ tó jẹ́ pé ó wà òkè rheumatism wà níbẹ̀ jẹ̀díjẹ̀dí wà níbẹ̀ ọ̀pẹ́ yìí wà níbẹ̀ olúgbòkì wà níbẹ̀ abèrè wà níbẹ̀ ti diabetes wà níbẹ̀ ti jẹ̀díjẹ̀dí wà níbẹ̀ ti hypertension wà níbẹ̀ tó jẹ́ pé ó ṣe pàtàkì ti alẹ́ wà níbẹ̀ fún àwọn ọkùnrin tó jẹ́ pé ó ṣe pàtàkì ó ṣe kókó fún wa ẹ jẹ́ kí àwa náà béèrè fún tiwa àwọn nǹkan mìíràn tó bá tó rú wa lójú ẹ jẹ́ ká pe fóònù nọ́mbà wa 08023235081 mo gbàdúrà ìgbà ìsàn ní fi àgbára wa ṣe ibùgbé ẹ ṣé sà ẹ ṣé mà.
ọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́gbọ́n yẹn látẹnu Evangelist Bọ́lá Yẹ̀kínì àyà àtúmọ̀lá ẹni ọmọ jẹ́ kí ignorance kí ó pa wá ọ̀tọ̀ ní pèrèsù ọ̀tọ̀ ní physically bí ọdún márùn sẹ́yìn èmi náà ní diabetes tí mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí gbàdúrà sí títí tí ó jẹ́ pé kò lọ mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí búlọ̀gù òyìnbó kò lọ ìgbà tó wá di pé mi ò lè dìde mo ti lé gan ìyàwó mi lọ́wọ́ rán mi létí 21 years ago kó tó dípa di Christian pé ṣe bí gbà tá a fi ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ fẹ́ra wa ṣe bí ó ní tabasiko láwọn kankan tá a máa ń lò kí ló dé àmọ́ ní Ọlọ́run ò fẹ́ pé kéye ó lò mọ́ pé ó ní mo dúpẹ́ pé òdodo àdúrà ti mí ìwọ ló ní kí n mọ ọmọ jáwé ìwọ ló ní kí nígbà tó dàdí pé mi fẹ́ bọ́ bó ṣe lọ pa àwọn àgbàlagbà mẹ́ta wá àwọn ló wá síbi tó wà nínú Bíbélì fún mi Ezekiel 47:12 or Ezekiel 12:47 Genesis 1:29 àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ ní wọ́n fi yé mi pé nígbà tó yẹ pé fúnra mi ni mo mọ àwọn nǹkan náà jọ́ láì pé èèyàn ní ewúro lẹ́yìn ìkùnú téèyàn dẹ̀ já mo dàbí sọ̀rọ̀ lórí Facebook bó ṣe di pé àwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí wá rà nìyẹn tó bẹ̀ bá wọn lára mu tó bá ní ọ̀pẹ́ yìí tó bá ní páì tó bá ní chronic ulcer àwọn kan wà tó lè mú lọ tó bá ní jẹ̀díjẹ̀dí tó bá ní hypertension tó bá ní diabetes tó bá ní rheumatism táwọn Yorùbá pè ní àwọ̀ká arthritis rheumatism tó bá dẹ̀ sùn dédé àwọn ewé kan wà tó yẹ pé ewé ni gbogbo àwọn kan táwọn wí tiwantiwa ní ewé ni tẹ́gbẹ́ tó bá sè wàá mọ̀ lè sùn ẹ má jẹ́ ká fi ignorance ẹ má jẹ́ ká fi para wa ọ̀tọ̀ ní nǹkan àdúrà ọ̀tọ̀ ní nǹkan physically àwọn kan máa sọ yìí pé bóyá tí ẹ̀ bá lápá tẹ́lẹ̀ àbí diabetes bóyá spiritual it's not spiritual it's a physical something ohun tí à ń jẹ òun ló ń gbé gbogbo àwọn ẹ̀sẹ̀ jáde nígbà míì dẹ̀ ní ọjọ́ orí náà dẹ̀ tí ó dẹ̀ tún máa ń tẹ̀ lára wa àdúrà wa gbà fún àwọn tó bá fẹ́ wá ibi tọ́fíìsì wa wà ibi tẹ́ bá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ mọ́tò òjò sọ̀dà bí àmì pàjá ẹ̀bọ́lẹ̀ méjìlá bus stop tẹ́ bá ti wọ mọ́tò Ayọ̀bọ láti àmì pàjá ẹ̀kọ́ sọ̀dá sẹ́lẹ̀ lọ sí nọ́mbà 82 Kọ̀lọ́bà road off Alájà nọ́mbà 82 Kọ̀lọ́bà ibẹ̀ ní ọ́fíìsì wa wà kò sígbà tẹ́ wá Monday to Sunday tí wọn ò ní dayí lòun fún físíkà fáwọn kan tó bá ń ṣe yín àdúrà yàgbà lórúkọ Jésù.